Questioner. 1,000 years ago, a man lived and died. His identity reappeared in a new body. Why does he not remember his previous life? And if he does, can the memory be brought into the conscious? Maharaj answers, how do you know that the same person reappeared in the new body? A new body may mean a new person altogether. Questioner. Imagine a pot of ghee, which is Indian clarified butter. When the pot breaks, the ghee remains and can be transferred to another pot. The old pot had its own scent, the new, its own. The ghee will carry the scent from pot to pot. In the same way, the personal identity is transferred from body to body. Maharaj answers, it is all right. When there is the body, its peculiarities affect the person. Without the body, we have the pure identity in the sense of I am. But when you are reborn into a new body, where is the world formerly experienced? Questioner. Every body experiences its own world. Maharaj answers, in the present body, the old body, is it merely an idea or is it a memory? Questioner. An idea, of course. How can a brain remember what it has not experienced? Maharaj answers, you have answered your own question. Why play with ideas? Be content with what you are sure of. And the only thing you can be sure of is I am. Stay with it and reject everything else. This is yoga. Questioner. I can reject only verbally. At best I remember to repeat the formula. This is not me, this is not mine. I am beyond all this. Maharaj answers, good enough. First verbally, then mentally and emotionally, then in action. Give attention to the reality within you and it will come to light. It is like churning the cream for butter. Do it correctly and assiduously and the result is sure to come. Questioner. How can the absolute be the result of a process? Maharaj answers, you are right. The relative cannot result in the absolute. But the relative can block the absolute. Just as the non-churning of the cream may prevent the butter from separating. It is the real that creates the urge. The inner prompts the outer, and the outer responds in interest and effort. But ultimately, there is no inner nor outer. The light of consciousness is both the creator and the creature, the experiencer and the experience, the body and the embodied. Take care of the power that projects all this, and your problems will come to an end. Questioner. Which is the projecting power? Maharaj answers, it is imagination prompted by desire. Questioner. I know all this but have no power over it. Maharaj answers, this is another illusion of yours, born from craving for results. Questioner. What is wrong with purposeful action? Maharaj. It does not apply. In these matters, there is no question of purpose, nor of action. All you need is to listen, remember, ponder. It is like taking food. All you can do is bite off, chew and swallow. All else is unconscious and automatic. Listen, remember and understand. The mind is both the actor and the stage. All is of the mind and you are not the mind. The mind is born and reborn, not you. The mind creates the world and all the wonderful variety of it. Just like in a good play, you have all sorts of characters and situations. So you need a little of everything to make a world. Questioner. Nobody suffers in a play. Maharaj. Unless one identifies himself with it, don't identify yourself with the world and you will not suffer. Question. Others will, Maharaj answers. Then make your world perfect by all means. If you believe in God, work with Him. If you do not, become one. Either see the world as a play or work at it with all your might, or both. Questioner. What about the identity of the dying man? What happens to it when he is dead? Do you agree that it continues in another body? Maharaj answers, it continues, and yet it does not. All depends how you look at it. What is identity after all? Continuity in memory? Can you talk of identity without memory? Questioner. Yes, I can. The child may not know its parents, yet the hereditary characteristics will be there. Maharaj answers, who identifies them? Somebody with a memory to register and compare. Don't you see that memory is the warp of your mental life? And identity is merely a pattern of events in time and space. Change the pattern and you have changed the man. Questioner. The pattern is significant and important. It has its own value. By saying that a woven design is merely colored threads, you miss the most important, the beauty of it. Or by describing a book as paper with ink stains on it, you miss the meaning. Identity is valuable because it is the basis of individuality, that which makes us unique and irreplaceable. I am is the intuition of uniqueness. To which Maharaj answers, yes and no. Identity, individuality, uniqueness. They are the most valuable aspects of the mind, yet of the mind only. I am all there is, too, is an experience equally valid. The particular and the universal are inseparable. They are the two aspects of the nameless, as seen from without and from within. Unfortunately, words only mention but don't convey. Try to go beyond the words. Questioner. What dies with death? Maharaj answers, the idea I am the body dies. The witness does not. Questioner. The Jains believe in a multiplicity of witnesses, forever separate. To which Maharaj answers, that is their tradition based on the experience of some great people. The one witness reflects itself in the countless bodies as I am. As long as the bodies, however subtle, last, the I am appears as many. Beyond the body there is only the one. Questioner. God? Maharaj. The Creator is a person whose body is the world. The nameless one is beyond all gods. Questioner. Sri Ramana Maharshi died. What difference did it make to him? To which Maharaj answers, none. What he was, he is. The absolute reality. Questioner. But to the common man, death makes a difference. Maharaj. What he thinks himself to be before death, he continues to be after death. His self-image survives. Questioner. The other day, there was a talk about the use by the Nani of animal skins for meditation, etc. I was not convinced. It is easy to justify everything by referring to custom and tradition. Customs may be cruel and tradition corrupt. They explain, but do not justify. To which Maharaj answers, I never meant to say that lawlessness follows self-realization. A liberated man is extremely law-abiding, but his laws are the laws of the real self, not of his society. These he observes. or breaks according to circumstances and necessity, but he will never be fanciful and disorderly. Questioner. What I cannot accept is justification by custom and habit. To which Maharaj answers, the difficulty lies in your differing points of view. You speak from the body-mind. Mine is of the witness. The difference is basic. Questioner. Still, cruelty is cruelty. Maharaj answers, none compels you to be cruel. Questioner. Taking advantage of other people's cruelty is cruelty by proxy. To which Maharaj answers, if you look into living process closely, you will find cruelty everywhere, for life feeds on life. This is a fact, but it does not make you feel guilty of being alive. You began a life of cruelty by giving your mother endless trouble. To the last day of your life, you will compete for food, clothing, shelter, holding onto your body, fighting for its needs, wanting it to be secure in a world of insecurity and death. From the animal's point of view, being killed is not the worst form of dying, surely preferable to sickness and senile decay. The cruelty lies in the motive, not in the fact. Killing hurts the killer, not the killed. Questioner. Agreed. Then one must not accept the services of hunters and butchers. Maharaj answers, who wants you to accept? Questioner. You accept. Maharaj. That is how you see me. How quickly you accuse, condemn, sentence and execute. Why begin with me and not with yourself? Questioner. A man like you should set an example. Maharaj answers, are you ready to follow my example? I am dead to the world. I want nothing, not even to live. Be as I am, do as I do. You are judging me by my clothes and food, while I only look at your motives. If you believe to be the body and the mind, and act on it, you are guilty of the greatest cruelty. Cruelty to your own real being. Compared to it all, other cruelties do not count. Questioner. You are taking refuge in the claim that you are not the body. But you are in control of the body and responsible for all it does. To allow the body full autonomy would be imbecility, madness. Maharaj answers, cool down. I am also against all killing of animals or flesh or fur, but I refuse to give it first place. Vegetarianism is a worthy cause, but not the most urgent. All causes are served best by the man who has returned to his source. Questioner. When I was at Sri Ramana Ashram, I felt Bhagavan all over the place, all pervading, all perceiving. Maharaj. You had the necessary faith. Those who have true faith in him will see him everywhere and at all times. All happens according to your faith, and your faith is the shape of your desire. Questioner. The faith you have in yourself, is not that too a shape of desire? Maharaj. When I say I am, I do not mean a separate entity with the body as its nucleus. I mean the totality of being, the ocean of consciousness, the entire universe of all that is and knows. I have nothing to desire, for I am complete forever. Questioner. Can you touch the inner life of other people? Maharaj answers, I am the people. Questioner. I do not mean identity of essence or substance, nor similarity of form. I mean the actual entering into the minds and hearts of others and participating in their personal experiences. Can you suffer and rejoice with me, or You only infer what I feel from observation and analogy. Maharaj answers, all beings are me, but bringing down into the brain the content of another brain requires special training. There is nothing that cannot be achieved by training. Questioner, I am not your projection, nor are you mine. I am on my own right, not merely as your creation. This crude philosophy of imagination and projection does not appeal to me. You are depriving me of all reality. Who is the image of whom? You are my image, or am I yours? Or am I an image in my own image? No, something is wrong somewhere. Maharaj answers, words betray their hollowness. The real cannot be described. It must be experienced. I cannot find better words for what I am now. What I say may sound ridiculous, but what the words try to convey is the highest truth. All is one, however much we quibble. And all is done to please the one source and goal of every desire, whom we all know as the I am. Questioner, it is pain that is at the root of desire. The basic urge is to escape from pain. Maharaj answers, what is the root of pain? Ignorance of yourself. What is the root of desire? The urge to find yourself. All creation toils for itself and will not rest until it returns to it. Questioner, when will it return? To which Maharaj answers, it can return whenever you want it. Questioner, and the world? Maharaj answers, you can take it with you. Questioner, must I wait with helping the world until I reach perfection? Maharaj answers, by all means help the world. You will not help much, but the effort will make you grow. There is nothing wrong in trying to help the world. Questioner, surely there were people, common people, who helped greatly. Maharaj answers, when the time comes for the world to be helped, some people are given the will, the wisdom and the power to cause great changes. Questioner, does a nani die? Maharaj answers, he is beyond life and death. What we take to be inevitable, to be born and to die, appears to him but a way of expressing movement in the immovable, change in the changeless, end in the endless. To the nani, it is obvious that nothing is born and nothing dies, nothing lasts and nothing changes. All is as it is, timelessly. Questioner, you say the nani is beyond. Beyond what? Beyond knowledge. Maharaj answers, knowledge has its rising and setting. Consciousness comes into being and goes out of being. It is a matter of daily occurrence and observation. We all know that sometimes we are conscious and sometimes not. When we are not conscious, it appears to us as a darkness or a blank. But a nani is aware of himself as neither conscious nor unconscious, but purely aware, a witness to the three states of the mind and their contents. Questioner, when does this witnessing begin? Maharaj answers, to a nani nothing has beginning or ending. As salt dissolves in water, so does everything dissolve into pure being. Wisdom is eternally negating the unreal. To see the unreal is wisdom. Beyond this lies the inexpressible. Questioner, there is in me the conviction I am the body. Granted, I am talking from unwisdom. But the state of feeling oneself the body mind, the mind-body, or even pure mind, When did it begin? Maharaj, you cannot speak of a beginning of consciousness. The very ideas of beginning and time are within consciousness. To talk meaningfully of the beginning of anything, you must step out of it. And the moment you step out, you realize that there is no such thing and never was. There is only reality in which no thing has any being on its own. Like waves are inseparable from the ocean, so is all existence rooted in being. Questioner, the fact is that here and now I am asking you, when did the feeling I am the body arise? At my birth or this morning? Maharaj answers, now. Questioner, but I remember having it yesterday too. Maharaj, the memory of yesterday is now only. Questioner, but surely I exist in time. I have a past and a future. Maharaj answers, that is how you imagine. Now. Questioner, there must have been a beginning. Maharaj, now. Questioner, and what about ending? Maharaj, what has no beginning cannot end. Questioner, but I am conscious of my question. Maharaj answers, a false question cannot be answered. It can only be seen as false. Questioner, to me it is real. Maharaj, when did it appear real to you? Now. Questioner, yes, it is quite real to me now. Maharaj, what is real about your question? It is a state of mind. No state of mind can be more real than the mind itself. Is the mind real? It is but a collection of states, each of them transitory. How can a succession of transitory states be considered real? Questioner, like beads on a string, events follow events forever. Maharaj, they are all strung on the basic idea, I am the body. But even this is a mental state and does not last. It comes and goes like all other states. The illusion of being the body-mind is there only because it is not investigated. Non-investigation is the thread on which all the states of mind are strung. It is like darkness in a closed room. It is there, apparently. But when the room is opened, where does it go? It goes nowhere, because it was not there. All states of mind, all names and forms of existence are rooted in non-inquiry, non-investigation, in imagination and credulity. It is right to say, I am. But to say, I am this, I am that, is a sign of not inquiring, not examining, of mental weakness or lethargy. Questioner, if all is light, how did darkness arise? How can there be darkness in the midst of light? Maharaj answers, there is no darkness in the midst of light. Self-forgetfulness is the darkness. When we are absorbed in other things, in the not-self, we forget the self. There is nothing unnatural about it, but why forget the self through excess of attachment? Wisdom lies in never forgetting the self as the ever-present source of both the experiencer and his experience. Questioner, in my present state, the I am the body idea comes spontaneously, while the I am pure being idea must be imposed on the mind as something true but not experienced. Maharaj answers, yes, sadhana, practice, consists in reminding oneself forcibly of one's pure beingness, of not being anything in particular, nor a sum of particulars, not even the totality of all particulars, which make up a universe. All exists in the mind. Even the body is an integration in the mind of a vast number of sensory perceptions, each perception also a mental state. If you say, I am the body, show it. Questioner, here it is. Maharaj answers, only when you think of it. Both mind and body are intermittent states. The sum total of these flashes creates the illusion of existence. Inquire what is permanent in the transient, real in the unreal. This is sadhana. Questioner, the fact is that I am thinking of myself as the body. Maharaj answers, think of yourself by all means, only don't bring the idea of a body into the picture. There is only a stream of sensations, perceptions, memories, and ideations. The body is an abstraction created by our tendency to seek unity in diversity, which again is not wrong. Questioner, I am being told that to think I am the body is a blemish in the mind. Maharaj answers, why talk like this? Such expressions create problems. The self is the source of all and of all, the final destination. Nothing is external. Questioner, when the body idea becomes obsessive, is it not altogether wrong? Maharaj answers, there is nothing wrong in the idea of a body, nor even in the idea I am the body. But limiting oneself to one body only is a mistake. In reality, all existence, every form, is my own, within my consciousness. I cannot tell what I am because words can describe only what I am not. I am, and because I am, all is. But I am beyond consciousness, and therefore in consciousness I cannot say what I am. Yet I am. The question, who am I, has no answer. No experience can answer it, for the self is beyond experience. Questioner, still the question, who am I, must be of some use. Maharaj answers, it has no answer in consciousness and therefore helps to go beyond consciousness. Questioner, here I am, in the present moment. What is real in it and what is not? Now, please don't tell me that my question is wrong. Questioning my questions leads me nowhere. Maharaj answers, your question is not wrong. It is unnecessary. You said, here and now I am. Stop there. This is real. Don't turn a fact into a question. There lies your mistake. You are neither knowing nor not knowing, neither mind nor matter. Don't attempt to describe yourself in terms of mind and matter. Questioner, just now a boy came to me with a problem. Just now a boy came to you with a problem. You told him a few words and he went away. Did you help him? Maharaj answers, of course. Questioner, wow. Can you be so sure? Maharaj answers, to help is my nature. Questioner, how did you come to know it? Maharaj answers, no need to know, it operates by itself. Questioner, still you have made a statement. On what is it based? Maharaj, on what people tell me. But it is you who asks for proofs. I do not need them. Setting things right lies in my very nature, which is Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. The true, the good, the beautiful. Questioner, when a man comes to you for advice and you give him advice, Wherefrom does it come and by what power does it help? Maharaj answers, his own being affects his mind and induces a response. Questioner, and what is your role? Maharaj answers, in me, the man and his self come together. Questioner, why does not the self help the man without you? Maharaj, but I am the self. You imagine me as separate, hence your question. There is no myself and his self. There is the self, the only self of all, misled by the diversity of names and shapes, minds and bodies. You imagine multiple selves. We both are the self, but you seem to be unconvinced. This talk of personal self and universal self is the learner's stage. Go beyond. Don't be stuck in duality. Questioner, let us come back to the man in need for help. He comes to you. Maharaj answers, if he comes, he is sure to get help, because he was destined to get help. He came. There is nothing fanciful about it. I cannot help some and refuse others. All who come are helped, for such is the law. Only the shape help varies according to the need. Only the shape help takes varies according to the need. Question, why must he come here to get advice? Can't he get it from within? Maharaj answers, he will not listen. His mind is turned outward. But in fact, all experience is in the mind. And even his coming to me and getting help is all within himself. Instead of finding an answer within himself, he imagines an answer from without. To me, there is no me, no man, and no giving. All this is merely a flicker in the mind. I am infinite peace and silence in which nothing appears, for all that appears disappears. Nobody comes for help. Nobody offers help. Nobody gets help. It is all but a display in consciousness. Questioner, yet the power to help is there, and there is somebody or something that displays that power. Call it God or self or the universal mind. The name does not matter, but the fact does. Maharaj answers, this is the stand the body-mind takes. The pure mind sees things as they are, bubbles in consciousness. These bubbles are appearing, disappearing, and reappearing without having real being. No particular cause can be ascribed to them, for each is caused by all and affects all. Each bubble is a body, and all these bodies are mine. Questioner, do you mean to say that you have the power to do everything rightly? Maharaj answers, there is no power as separate from me. It is inherent in my very nature. Call it creativity. Out of a lump of gold you can make many ornaments. Each will remain gold. Similarly, in whatever role I may appear and whatever function I may perform, I remain what I am. The I am, immovable, unshakable, independent. What you call the universe, nature, is my spontaneous creativity. What happens, happens. But such is my nature that all ends in joy. Questioner, I have a case of a boy gone blind because his stupid mother fed him methyl alcohol. I am re-questioning you to help him. I'm requesting you to help him. You are full of compassion and obviously eager to help. By what power can you help him? Maharaj answers, his case is registered in consciousness. It is there, indelibly. Consciousness will operate. Questioner, does it make any difference that I ask you for help? Maharaj answers, your asking is a part of the boy's blindness. Because he is blind, you ask. You have added nothing. Questioner. But your help will be a new factor. Maharaj answers, no. All is contained in the boy's blindness. All is in it. The mother, the boy, you and me, and all else. It is one event. Questioner. You mean to say that even our discussing the boy's case was predestined? Maharaj answers, how else? All things contain their future. The boy appears in consciousness. I am beyond. I do not issue orders to consciousness. I know that it is in the nature of awareness to set things right. Let consciousness look after its creations. The boy's sorrow, your pity, my listening, and consciousness acting. All this is one single fact. Don't split it into components and then ask questions. Questioner. How strangely does your mind work? Maharaj answers, you are strange, not me. I am normal. I am sane. I see things as they are, and therefore I am not afraid of them. But you are afraid of reality. Questioner. Why should I? Maharaj answers, it is ignorance of yourself that makes you afraid and also unaware that you are afraid. Don't try not to be afraid. Break down the wall of ignorance first. People are afraid to die because they do not know what is death. The Nani has died before his death. He saw that there was nothing to be afraid of. The moment you know your real being, you are afraid of nothing. Death gives freedom and power. To be free in the world, you must die to the world. Then the universe is your own. It becomes your body, an expression and a tool. The happiness of being absolutely free is beyond description. On the other hand, he who is afraid of freedom cannot die. Questioner. You mean that one who cannot die cannot live? Maharaj answers, put it as you like. Attachment is bondage. Detachment is freedom. To crave is to slave. Questioner. Does it follow that you are saved? The world is saved? Does it follow that if you are saved, the world is saved? Maharaj answers, as a whole, the world does not need saving. Man makes mistakes and creates sorrow. When it enters the field of awareness, the consciousness of a Nani, it is set right. Such is his nature. Questioner. We can observe what may be called spiritual progress. A selfish man turns religious, controls himself, refines his thoughts and feelings, takes to spiritual practice, realizes his true being. Is such progress ruled by causality or is it accidental? To which Maharaj answers, from my point of view, everything happens by itself, quite spontaneously. But man imagines that he works for an incentive towards a goal. He has always a reward in mind and strives for it. Questioner. A crude, unevolved man will not work without a reward. Is it not right to offer him incentives? Maharaj answers, he will create for himself incentives anyhow. He does not know that to grow is in the nature of consciousness. He will progress from motive to motive and will chase gurus for the fulfillment of his desires. When, by the laws of his being, he finds the way of return, he abandons all motives, for his interest in the world is over. He wants nothing, neither from himself nor from others. He dies to all and becomes the all. To want nothing and do nothing. That is true creation. To watch the universe emerging and subsiding in one's heart is a wonder. Questioner. The great obstacle to inner effort is boredom. The disciple gets bored. Maharaj answers, inertia and restlessness, tamas and rajas, work together and keep clarity and harmony, sattva, down. Tamas and rajas must be conquered before sattva can appear. It will all come in due course, quite spontaneously. Questioner. Is there no need of effort then? Maharaj answers. When effort is needed, effort will appear. When effortlessness becomes essential, it will assert itself. You need not push life about. Just flow with it and give yourself completely to the task of the present moment, which is the dying now to the now. For living is dying. Without death, life cannot be. Get hold of the main thing, that the world and the self are one and perfect. Only your attitude is faulty and needs a readjustment. Get hold of the main thing, that the world and the self are one and perfect. Only your attitude is faulty and needs readjustment. This process of readjustment is what you call sadhana. You come to it by putting an end to indolence and using all your energy to clear the way for clarity and charity. But in reality, these all are signs of inevitable growth. Don't be afraid, don't resist, don't delay. Be what you are. There is nothing to be afraid of. Trust and try. Experiment honestly. Give your real being a chance to shape your life. You will not regret.